If you follow along with the channel, you know that we are going and reviewing pretty much every Star Trek comic ever that's been written so far. This is one that slipped under the radar for me. It's called The Q Conflict. I just got the trade paperback on the cheap and went through this over the weekend. So this is a 5-issue miniseries. It's by Scott and David Tipton, who are some brothers who are very knowledgeable about Star Trek. I'd love to get them on the channel at some point, even though I wasn't a big fan of this book, which I'll get to in just a second. They're cool guys, from what I know. So this is the Q Conflict right here, and art's by David Messina, who's done a lot of different work over the years. David Messina's art is okay. I mean, some of it just doesn't look like the characters, and this is the tough part about these Star Trek things. That's supposed to be Riker right there, and it doesn't feel like Riker. That's supposed to be Picard. I mean, just because they're bald and have the head doesn't quite work. And this one's really the most egregious. That's supposed to be Geordie LaForge. I mean, I guess he's black. So there it is. Now, his art's all right on some of this stuff. Some of these poses look like they're just kind of mirrored from different things in the shows and all that. And the backgrounds look pretty cool with the space stuff sometimes, but yeah, it's hit and miss on this level. Now, this is a big crossover event, and I do like his spaceships, though. His spaceship art is pretty good. Big crossover event where Q and Trelane and other Qs and they're having some war between each other, and so they're setting up these starship crews to play games against each other rather than actually fight it out, just for their own amusement. And that's pretty good plot setup, but I've seen these sort of games setups a lot of times, and it just it feels really fan fictiony. And you get to these pages where it's here's all the contestants, and it's just a bunch of heads. It's not really exciting art to watch, even though it is just showing off all the characters of the shows. Now they mix up the crews, and they're under the captains, and each issue has some sort of weird event, capturing a Borg queen, destroying a planet killer. It's all stuff which is show references, and it's fine. It's just this is a very fan fiction-y type of thing. You're pitting the crews against each other, and you're having them, which one would win, and of course having the Q set up also is kind of fan fiction-y. You're throwing in every Star Trek element possible. Now this is definitely a still from a show. That's a very famous Captain Kirk shot that I feel like he just maybe even traced over to do that there. That kind of art kind of bugs me a lot of the time. But yeah, it goes through eventually. In the final issue, it kind of culminates to where they're not playing a game anymore, and they actually go and confront the Qs with the help of Amanda Rogers and Q2 from the Next Generation. Again, it's just reference laden stuff, and it's going to reset at the end. And they did it so it's each captain kind of got their own victory up until that point. So it's oh, Captain Picard won one. No, Captain Sisko won one. Because you can't really have one crew be better than the others. You're going to piss off all the Star Trek fans too. So at the end of the day, this felt like kind of a pointless thing. Q kind of got chastised again for his game playing, and it's just a plot we've seen a lot of times with a lot of fan fiction elements thrown in. And the art was not the most inspiring either. So I give this a 5.5 out of 10. This is one of my least favorite Star Trek things so far. Nothing against the creators there. Like I said, I like those guys, but just didn't work out for me here. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.